Hey guys, what's up? BlacKAcESHADE, and I'm playing some Battlestar Galactica Online, and you guys may be wondering, why am I in an MK2 and why does it not have any equipment? And what is that funky cross-symboled module sitting under paint? Well, I have some exciting news, and it is that Strike Combat is getting a major overhaul. Here we have the CAMS system, otherwise known as Combat Avionics Maneuvering System, and this is pretty much a slide. This is the new slide where, you know, in the show, if people have watched the show, where the Vipers would like use air, vents, hot air or whatever out of their ship and move their ship around, kind of like sliding. Well, that's what it is. It's the new slide. But not only that, they have added a crosshair to your ship, and what it does is any ship around that crosshair or in that crosshair will be shot at, and if it's way outside that crosshair, you won't shoot at it. And people are going to say, hey, well, my guns don't shoot sidewards anymore. Well, guns aren't supposed to shoot sidewards. This goes along very well with the show and real life, because you should have guns within a crosshair to be able to shoot at something to be somewhat accurate. So let's see. The rest of this DEVBlog says that now you have mouse controlled pitch and yaw, which means pretty much you can fly your ship by your mouse. And for those that do not like that at all, there's also a thing in your locker, or will be in your locker, called Basic Avionics Maneuvering System, which is the basic way to fly, meaning your WASDs to move your ship around, and I guess you'd get your old system back so you wouldn't need to worry about a slide. But knowing Big Point, they're probably going to integrate some of these newer features into the older one, probably like the newer slide or maybe the newer flight system or whatever. So this is strictly for strikes because, well, it's a strike-based system. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see lines sliding like that, but it won't happen. And now the DEVBlog goes on to talk about the different types of ships and, I guess, maneuvering and speed. The Interceptor, the MK2, and the regular Raider being the highest, or I guess the highest maneuverable and the highest slide speed. Then you have the Blood and Chrome ships, the MK7 and War Raider, the Rhino and Marauder, Raptor and Heavy Raptor. So now we will go into combat because, well, I have to show it off, and people may be wondering, well, why the hell do you have 4,100 merits, 200 tunicats, and 205 fragmented FDL coordinates? Let's just say that since this is on COBOL and not on a regular server, I had rewards sitting in my mail for over 400 days, apparently, and I got all that stuff for free. Okay, so here we are. You see the crosshair here in the middle. Left, right, down, and up. And the good thing about this is that it does not really manipulate avoidance at all. So you can't be going at like 10 speed, hit a slide, and you have like 800 avoidance. It doesn't work like that anymore. At least I hope it doesn't. I've been talking to a bunch of people about this, and they're like, well, we don't think it does. So to be able to activate this mouse controlled flight scheme, either you can hold your right mouse button or you can press your middle mouse button, and it will automatically keep it there until you unclick your middle mouse button, or you dock or something. So as you can see, it's pretty sensitive. Really not much you can do about it. You just really have to get used to it until they do some sort of a patch. And this is, as you can see scrolling at the bottom, they say server maintenance in 30 minutes. It's been probably about 10 minutes since they first said that, but they previously did a maintenance a little while ago, and it was to tune up some of the advanced flight systems, I guess. But it really only takes some time to get used to flying. See, if you're turning left, you don't press your right thruster, so your D key. It make you turn faster. If you're going the opposite way, you press the opposite key pretty much. It's like it's inverted, and it should help your turn. So overall, I like it. It's really fine-tuned and nice. It'd probably be a matter of time, or take quite a while for people to really get used to it and possibly enjoy it. And I know that there's going to be a lot of butthurt people out there saying that Big Point is fucking with things again. And let's hope that they don't put like another engine sale or something into the game before they put out this update, because, well, that could be bad. People might invest in like ductings or a slide or something, and then boom, you get the CAM's combat system. So as you can see, I'm keeping myself well in keeping the dude in the crosshairs, because if I do this, it won't fire. Like I said, you have to keep the crosshair near or on the target for it to fire. And I know I'm an idiot for trying to take on level 15 at level 3 with little to no equipment, but I don't really have the Tillium or the qubits to really invest, nor do I really care, because it's COBOL. I don't play COBOL, really. It's just kind of for things like this. So it will definitely take a lot of time and adjustment to get used to the system for those that either use it on COBOL right now, or want to use it, or plan to use it, or think that they may want to. It's definitely looking good that they're trying to take an approach to getting closer to being more accurate towards the show, if that makes any sense. I really like this. It makes sense because, you know, if you're way over here and you're not firing your guns, or you previously were compared to the old combat system, it doesn't make sense. Your guns are almost firing sideways, and bullets don't curve. They can't curve. Compared to Diaspora, which is a really nicely made Battlestar fan-made game, you have to manually fire your own guns, and they don't curve. Bullets do not curve. Guns don't curve. So you can pretty much use the so-called slide to either maneuver or try to maneuver out of people's gun sight or range, accuracy, whatever, or you can do it to get in somebody's what's the word I'm looking for? Get in their crosshairs, or for you to get, for them to get into your crosshairs, or vice versa. Turn fight, dog fight, whatever. So hopefully this adds a really nice new dynamic to the game, where dogfighting becomes a lot more just better and more fun compared to some of the things that I've already experienced and have talked about and ranted about, because it's really damn annoying and it's not fun. It's like the God modes, how they pretty much ruled over the servers for a long time, and they still somewhat do. They're not technically God modes, or they're not as powerful, but they did, and it was not fun, so people quit. And I'm sorry for that noise if it came across the microphone. That would be my little kittens being hellions. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.